Well, this afternoon, we are learning that there's more chaos in the New Patriotic Party's reorganization as hundreds of aggrieved NPP supporters in the Hemang Lower Dentra constituency hit the streets accusing their MP, Bright Rekubrobe, and the constituency party chairperson of fraud in the just ended party executive elections. Now, they claim that though forms were distributed to prospective aspirants, no election was held before acclamations. They also therefore dragging the regional executives to court. Correspondent Richard Nyako has more in the following report.
So these are aggrieved MPP supporters from the Hemang Lower Dentra constituency. In fact, they have besieged the party regional office seeking answers. They say that they do not understand why they pick forms to contest the polling station elections. But to be a surprise, the elections were never held, but rather acclamations were done at dawn. They do not understand, and so they are here basically to find answers from the party regional executive. They are accusing their MP, Bright Rekubrobe, and the constituency chairman of masterminding all of these acts. So they are here in their numbers. When they came, the regional office's door was closed, but they forced open it, and they are chanting songs. They want answers. They want the leadership to tell them. Basically, they said that the Hemang Lower Dentra constituency MPP is dead if they do not overturn what they did about 2 weeks ago when acclamations were done without recourse to them having picked forms to contest the elections.
We are having an MP who I will not want to use certain words on because he's my father. He's actually my father, and I do not want to come by speaking certain words. But I want everyone to understand that this MP is trying to create chaos. He's bringing about chaotic movement in our constituency, where he goes about at midnight, upholds people's hands and says, I'm acclamating them with this Executive Asare, Aliu and Co. in position. They go by and then do not conduct elections. They go and then raise people's arms like this, say, you are the party chairman, you are the women's organizer, you are the constituency organizer, whatever it says. If NP, the current MP, Bright Rekubrobe, had suffered the same fate, I'm not sure he would become MP today. Because at this time in 2008, when he was a little mafiaed, let me use the word, a little mafiaed, he went for an independent, candidature, where he contested the constituency as an MP, as an independent candidate. He lost by a very slight margin. Today, because he sees that all the people he actually has support from has risen against him for his own woeful decisions he's taking, he has gone by acclimating people as executives. And that is why we are here in Cape Coast today, seeking for the court to annul the mafiasco he's employed as part of his gimmicks to put our constituency into chaos.
Lower Dentra, Abano was a yato Nabano, Yasia to a year, Yansu Yasha, who said, Kobe, Yato Abawaso. Anything a young Tiasin and Nayabaha. Say, we are not so young to Abano, Messiah to Abano. Yea, now, the back out to the Ebe who said, a young person to Furua Dencha to Abana, Yea, Yahu, Yantuya, anything, and a Yabaha. Denti Ayabane say, Yawaho and a MPP, all the forms by, say, Yanto, Nayan Ferry, Bako police station executives. Ya, all the dates Nibla say, Aquatu Abano, Yasha, Yako police station, Obia Massa, Yantu Abano, Yatu Yana say, a penny for the Abasa, Yabako constituency election, that the SCI Yantu Abba, near constituency election, Yantia, and Uti, and I Yatoya forms, Yaka and Wabom see a debadana courts, no courts of frog, Ebuaya Sanama, Sayano Cresse, party, no, Uto forms Saudi to Abba, who Fiania Becato say, Uko, constituency election, and when I Yantia said the buyer, Nayadin Kadi Adani and Penny for, Omonkasaya, Yaka, Omonkasaya, because election or Yakwa, in Penny for Abashisha table, Yakobi Bebre, in Penny for Belay table, no more at home. Naye, Oma Church or Numbers, Ni, Nanko Salai, Abatwaba, by way of Winnesa.
As a MP, any regional chairman, or be able to museum. At the season, I want to say, about the others on me out of the floor. Because the Fremala, almost we our minor to Abano, will be any worry. And the best some other party, agent also, or Himaloa Denjaria. Benefit, lesson of the floor. Santi Sabia, and then the party, a poor Himaloa Denjaria.
And this is just part of the reports we are receiving across the country. Joining me now via Zoom is the constituency youth organizer, Aliu Sumaila, who joins us via Zoom now. Thank you, sir, for your time on the poll. So obviously your constituents are not happy about how you're conducting activities with regard to the polling station elections. Have all of these complaints come to your notice as an executive and as leadership of the party in the constituency? Well, Sumaila, if you can hear me, I'm asking about whether or not as leadership, as executives of your party, you've received the official reports that all of these constituents are bringing to the fold. Sumaila, if you can hear me, I'm asking whether or not you've received all these petitions coming from the aggrieved members of your party. He's joining us now on phone. Let's try and see if that will be better. Aliu, if you can hear me. I'm just asking whether or not, as leadership of the party, you've taken notice of the concerns that are emanating from your constituency.
Hello.
Yes, Sumaila, I'm asking whether or not you've taken notice of all that's happening within your constituency.
Yes. Good afternoon to you and your viewers this afternoon.
If you could just, I don't know if you missed the question. I'm asking whether or not you are taking notice of all that's happening within your constituency as we speak.
Yes, I've taken note of everything, and I'm fully part of everything that is happening. What actions is the executive of the party in the constituency taking about this? Well, I'm grateful. Permit me to use your medium to say good afternoon to all your viewers. Let me say that. Let me say that what you just witnessed this afternoon, I am just shocked because we are just coming from the court that these supposed aggrieved persons have sent the party, some party members, and who happen to be committee members of the constituency. We just left court. We are surprised to see them go to the regional party office to go vandalize the place. And I am not surprised. Senior, the reality is that there's a certain member of the 9-member committee who immediately after their first meeting went and then spread falsehood to these members. Following the nature of the constituency, the committee decided to zone the constituency into 3 from the west, so that people who want to access forms and want to contest can access the forms easily. The next moment, the narrative was that the committee wants to sell the forms in the house of the MP. Again, the committee decided to sell forms at 10 a.m. the next morning. Then after 3 a.m., we have some of these people in the houses of some of the committee members asking that they wanted to buy forms. After 6:30 a.m., we saw videos of going viral that they are denied accessing forms and so on and so forth. Let me say this. The first gentleman who spoke, Kabla Kentinka, this is the gentleman that took forms of persons who have applied to become executives at Samaso. When we were organizing the elections there, he came, snatched the forms from the election committee, and then shared them in the presence of the police and everybody there. This is the person who is telling you we want to raise hands of people in their home and so on and so forth.
So what you're doing now, what you're doing now is to counter-accuse another individual. But how about the laid down procedures that the party has put in place for the conduct of these elections? There's allegedly the involvement of the MP himself in all of this, but that's not allowed according to the procedures that your party has sanctioned for this internal primaries.
I was just trying to give you background. Background. of the very people who are today accusing people of doing the...
But I guess that's why you are executives. The concern is that as executives, you would have to deal with all of these infractions, including the allegations about the involvement of the Member of Parliament, isn't it?
Fantastic. So, as executives, there's a committee in place in charge of the election. We are yet to conclude the electoral area coordinators election. And the committee includes the chairman of the constituency. And so, as the youth organizer, who obviously is not even part of the committee, we are just following and making sure that the right things are done.
So what will be the next line of action? Because we don't have much time, what will be the next line of action? What are you likely to do about the concerns?
These supposed people have taken the committee to court. And like I said earlier, we are just coming from court. We are waiting upon the court on Thursday to give its ruling, after which we will just continue from there. But then, of course, senior, no one has been, since time immemorial, no one has been happy after losing any election. And so, people may go wire and so on and so forth if they lose. And so, as part of the executive, we are going to put measures in place, speak with them and other things to make sure they come around. Okay. But then, permit me to send this across, that everything that is happening is just a matter of interest. It is somebody's interest, some people's interest, to becoming a parliamentary candidate and so on and so forth. But with the indulgence, if you have an interest to contest, then you should come in the right manner. Do not spoil the name of the party that you would want to contest on. There is nothing happening in Hemang. You saw the video. The car that they were just dancing around was my car. People even wanted to break the glass of my car. They didn't see us complain. Nobody said anything because we feel some of them are not too happy, and so we just have to just allow time. It's just a matter of time. Time heals, and so people should allow the name of the honourable member of parliament, honourable lawyer by to sleep.
Okay, then.
He is in Accra doing the work of the MP and doing and serving his good people.
So he's never done any endorsement as we're hearing of, because the accusation.
Honourable lawyer by selected one member to represent him on the committee. He has never been part of the committee which is organizing the election.
Okay, we're grateful. Sumaila, would have to leave it here. Thank you so much for giving us updates from the Lower Dentra area. The national leadership of the party has also condemned the destruction of party property and party signboards at Yendi as well in the northern region. The angry youth there claimed the MP for the area, Farouk Aliu Mahana, tried to staff the voters' register in order to get his favorite candidates elected, a situation they believe actually undermines the electoral process for the elections of the polling station executives.
Electoral Area Coordinator. I'm the secretary to the movement of coordinators in Yendi constituency. Our message is simple and clear. We have witnessed some corrupt compilation of our constituency police station executive album, and I have witnessed in 2013, in 2017, we've never compiled our police station executive album anywhere apart from Yendi. This time This time, what we are witnessing is that the constituency chairman and some serious executive in Yendi do not know where to locate the album. Meanwhile, we were told they form a committee headed by one gentleman from Tamale, representing the regional chairman of MPP, which they're supposed to hold a meeting in Yendi here, discuss among themselves, and resolve on an issue which is going to be compilation of our new register. They start a meeting and concluded in the meeting that they are maintaining all police station executives who were there in the 2020 election because of the hard work that they were able to expedite. Today, we have witnessed some social media pictures and album indicating that there are some slight or heavy changes in this our old police station executive album, which we are here to register our displeasure to the constituency executive that we will not take it, we will fight it, we will do everything possible within our means to make sure that what we use to compile our police station register is what we are going to, but any fake register will not take it. No individual in Yendi or wherever is bigger than the people of Yendi. We are more united before some people join us. We want to see them running away and we'll still be united. Thank you very much.
I'm Abukar Abdullah Fisheli, the electoral area coordinator for Yendi Senior High School electoral area. Yeah, we are here this morning to express our displeasure about what is going on in this constituency. Over the few days ago, we realized that there have been a register flying on social media purported to be coming from the MP and his caucus, telling us that this is the register they have built for the constituency. But prior to the building of the register, we were told on radio, and the constituency secretary met police station chairmen, secretaries and coordinators and informed them that no existing police station executive will be removed from the album. But today, the album that is in the social media circulating is reported to have removed about 165 existing police stations. What we realized in that register, in that so-called fake register, is that they have put family and friends, husband and wives, and people who are also there who do not.
Well, the director of elections for the governing New Patriotic Party, Evans Nimako, has actually described the action of the youth as unfortunate. He also charged the regional executives to probe the disturbances and submit a report to the leadership.
Party members in Yendi constituency should exercise patience and use party arrangement to seek for information. I'm aware that at the commencement of this whole exercise, petition was submitted to the national office for procurement of forms, and that was given. I'm aware the committee has been working, and this committee is composed mainly of constituency executive, constituency chairman, secretary, research and elections, electoral, IT coordinator, council of elders and patrons. All these personalities are from the constituency. They are not from the national secretariat. It is only the regional rep who is from the regional executive committee. And so where it is based on allegation, it really baffles my mind. I expected that the leadership of this group will take steps to reach out to the national secretariat. They petitioned national secretariat, they went to court, they were at court Friday in Tamale. So I'm surprised that today this is the action they will undertake. It is very unfortunate, and we will want the regional party to go into it and submit a report to the party leadership for an action to be taken. The party has also sent out nomination forms for electoral area coordinators elections for the process to start. And so an internal elections processes are ongoing. Strictly, we want the committee to comply with the directives given. We also expect membership to show high level of discipline. I mean, some of the things that sometimes we see are alien to the New Patriotic Party. I'm urging members who feel aggrieved to submit petition, and they will be given hearing. We are seeing Yendi is unfortunate. I expected that the directive given that people should resort to internal arrangement would have followed. They didn't hit to that. They went to court. And so once we are at court, we are in the hands of the court. And if you are seeing this, you come to court Friday and Monday morning, we are undertaking this act. It's unfortunate. And party leadership will take action on these things.
Exactly what action would you take on this?
Our party constitution is clear that if you fail to comply with internal arrangement to seek review, decisions are there to be followed by the disciplinary committee.
Well, the youth wing of Tano North Constituency in the Ahafo region have also vowed to resist any attempt by MP Frida Prempeh to actually reverse the results of the election held in the constituency. Joining me now via Zoom is Gloria Amponsa Kwatema. She actually is the spokesperson of a group calling itself the aggrieved Tano North Constituency Youth. We also have joining us Felix Opong-Yeboah, who is convener of the Doma Central Patriotic Supporters. They are actually accusing the Doma constituency chairperson, Mumuni Musa, and the entire elections committee there and its chairperson, Yao Mameafo, of deliberately suppressing irregularities to actually favor their preferred candidates. Thanks for joining us. Let's start off with you, Felix Opong. Strong allegations you're making. Do you have any evidence to back your claims?
Thank you so much, my brother, for having me this afternoon. And thanks for the opportunity given me as well. Yes, of course, we have numerous evidences to back our claim that there were a lot of irregularities within the election process that just ended last week Tuesday. That we have gone through, and we even sent a petition to the election committee chairman to look into it. And he didn't. He refused. He never listened to us. We went ahead to the High Court. So a group of people went to the High Court to seek for injunction. And the Sunya High Court granted the injunction. Yet they defied the court orders and then went ahead to conduct the elections. And clearly, there are thousands of evidences to back our claims. But the fact that there were a lot of irregularities within the process.
When you say, but I'm asking for proof because, I mean, we've heard the reports, it's all out there. However, what we're not seeing clearly is that evidence, proof to back the claims that you're making.
Yeah, we have the written evidences that is backing our claims. In fact, we had a press conference yesterday, and we have given the copies of the press conference to all the media houses that we think that by now, each and every media house that have gotten the news so far to have a written evidences to it. First of all, we have video evidences, we have audio evidences, and we have pictorial evidences. And like I told you earlier on, we have given them all to your producers. So I believe that you can access out, you can access from them.
What you seem to be doing is also implicating the leadership of the party. Why do you suspect that leadership of your party is also complicit in these alleged acts that you talk about?
It was an orchestrated attempt. That's an agenda. It is an agenda. In fact, one person was not actually in support of what they were doing. And the committee, you know that there are a lot of people who are represented on the committee, of course, which the MP also had his own representative on the committee. And so whatever that they were doing, we also get revelations of the orchestrated attempt to just do away with some people unlawfully. So we have all these evidences, and we know that the committee chairman, Yao Mameafo, and then the constituency chairman in the person of Mr. Mumuni Musa, in fact, not the two alone, but also was the secretary of the constituency who was also with the team. And clearly what they have done before the elections was a clear indication that it was an orchestrated attempt to just get some people out unlawfully from the constituency polling station elections.
And just stay with us. We need to also bring in Gloria and Posa at this point because they are also having some concerns. In fact, your MP, Gloria, has reached out. She did not directly dismiss the claims that you're making, but she's actually vowing to reverse the results of the just ended elections. She says that you can table your concerns before the Electoral Committee. Have you done that yet?
Yeah, we did it even before the injunction, the High Court injunction. We did it in a form of petition. We wrote them all down, documented with.
I get that. For the Doma area, I understand that that has been done. But I'm trying to also find out from Gloria if they've also done that as well, because they're also raising similar concerns.
Okay.
Yes, Gloria, if we could hear your side of the story as well. Gloria, we seem to be having some challenges hearing you. If you could reposition yourself so you could be a bit more audible. Gloria, once more. Yes, Gloria, if you can hear me, I'm asking about whether or not you fulfilled your side of the bargain. The MP says, bring forth your demands, put it before the leadership of the party in your constituency, and then something will be done about that. Have you done that? We seem to be having some challenges there, but well, let's also take you to some other stories that you've been actually monitoring this afternoon for you here on The Pulse. But before we get to that, we also need to find out from those in the Doma constituency as to whether or not there are any next steps that they'll be taking. Are there some planned demonstrations that you'll be embarking on in the coming days? Kindly unmute for us so we can hear you.
Hello.
Yes, so Gloria, okay, it's good that you're back with us. Yes, I was asking about whether or not you fulfilled what your MP was asking of you, your group, the fact that you need to petition leadership of the party to do something about it. Have you officially done that now?
We are done with the elections, so yeah, hello.
You would have to turn off your TV set because your feedback appears to be distracting you a bit. But if you can hear me one more time, I'm asking whether or not you've gone ahead to actually petition officially the leadership of the party.
What we know is the election is already been done. We are done with the elections. So I don't see the need for us to petition the leaders again.
So you're not taking any steps because officially, if your concerns are not before the party, you obviously do not expect any results, do you?
If there is any results that should come from the National Executive Committee, they should give us a reason why they are going to annul the elections, a tangible one, of course. Then we will be ready to do the re-elections. But then, if nothing of that sort comes up, no, we are sorry, we are not doing any elections again.
But how about your approach? Your approach has been criticized. The fact that you're using violence, you're not dialoguing enough with leadership of the party, that's undemocratic, isn't it?
This is when I don't know what you're talking about because I don't understand, and I don't know when we use violence approach in this process. We did a press conference, which you know that it is not a violence means. So I don't see. But
I mean, you've gone on rampage. There are reports all over the place that there are clashes and all of that. You don't feel that that is also taking the shine?
But my question is, who started it? MP, who started it?
Anyway, Gloria, I would have to leave it here. I'm grateful that you've been able to give us some updates from your constituency. In fact, we'll be keeping our eyes on the developments as far as the NPP's polling elections is concerned here on the Joy News channels. Stay with us.